200,000 miles is where the truth comes out. Marketing language fades. Warranty claims are long closed. What you're left with is the mechanical reality of how a transmission was designed, how it was maintained, and whether it was built to go the distance or built to survive just long enough. We put 3 Volkswagen transmissions through a full technical teardown and assessment after 200,000 miles of real-world driving. The DSG dual clutch, the 6-speed automatic torque converter, and the 5- and 6-speed manual. And one of them came out the other side in a condition that genuinely surprised everyone in the shop. Today I'm going to tell you exactly what we found, what it means for your Volkswagen, and what the result tells you about which transmission to prioritize if you're planning to keep your VW for the long haul. If you drive a Volkswagen Golf, Jetta, Passat, Tiguan, or Atlas, or if you're planning to buy a used VW and you're trying to figure out which transmission to look for, this is the video you need to watch before you make any decision. The transmission in your Volkswagen is the most expensive single component outside the engine, and the difference between the 3 units we tested is not subtle. It is significant, measurable, and directly connected to how you'll be spending your maintenance budget over the next several years. Here's the early value before we get into the full breakdown. The manual transmission came out of 200,000 miles in better internal condition than either automatic. The components showed less wear, the synchronizers were still within factory tolerance on most gears, and the rebuild cost estimate was a fraction of either automatic option. We'll explain exactly why and what the other 2 transmissions looked like inside as we work through each one. Test number 1. The DSG dual clutch at 200,000 miles. The DSG, Volkswagen's direct shift gearbox, is one of the most talked about transmissions in the automotive world, and for good reason. In its prime operating window, it delivers gear changes in milliseconds, offers better fuel economy than a traditional torque converter automatic, and provides a driving experience that is genuinely impressive. Volkswagen sells it as the premium option across most of its lineup, and for a significant portion of the ownership window, it earns that reputation. At 200,000 miles, however, the teardown told a more complicated story. The dual wet clutch pack, the heart of the DSG system, showed measurable friction material wear across both clutch sets, with the odd gear clutch showing greater degradation than the even gear clutch due to the higher frequency of 1st, 3rd, and 5th gear engagement in typical stop-and-go driving. The mechatronic unit, which is the electro-hydraulic control module that manages all clutch and gear selection, showed contamination in the internal passages consistent with infrequent fluid service. The internal filter was partially restricted. Valve body wear was present, but had not yet caused a functional failure. The rebuild estimate for the DSG at this mileage came in at approximately $1,800 to $2,400 for a full clutch pack replacement and mechatronic service, assuming the valve body could be cleaned and reused rather than replaced. If the mechatronic unit requires replacement, which is the more common outcome at this mileage when fluid intervals have been missed, that number climbs to $4,000 and beyond. The DSG is a precision instrument. It performs brilliantly when serviced correctly and degrades rapidly when it isn't. At 200,000 miles, the margin for error is gone entirely. Test number 2. The 6-speed torque converter, automatic at 200,000 miles. The 6-speed torque converter automatic, the AQ250 and its variants, is the transmission that most Volkswagen owners don't think about much. It's not as technologically exciting as the DSG. It shifts slower, it doesn't have the same fuel economy edge, and it doesn't generate the same conversation in ownership forums. What it does have is simplicity. Fewer clutch packs than the DSG, a more conventional hydraulic control system, and a design philosophy that has been refined over decades of mass-market application. The teardown at 200,000 miles reflected that simplicity in mostly positive terms. Clutch pack wear was present and consistent with the mileage, but the friction material thickness was still within the lower range of serviceable specification on most packs. The torque converter showed internal wear, but had not yet failed the stall test, meaning it was still building pressure correctly. The valve body showed wear at the solenoid bores consistent with long service intervals, but the solenoids themselves tested within functional range. The rebuild estimate for the torque converter automatic at this mileage landed at approximately $1,200 to $1,600 for a full clutch pack and seal replacement with torque converter inspection. If the torque converter requires replacement, add another $400 to $600. The repair math is more predictable than the DSG, and the parts availability is broader because the basic architecture is shared across a wider range of vehicles globally. The 6-speed automatic is not the most exciting transmission Volkswagen has ever put in a car. At 200,000 miles, that lack of excitement looks like a significant advantage. If you're finding this breakdown useful, subscribe to the channel now so you don't miss the next video. We do exactly this kind of real-world, long-term ownership analysis for Volkswagen drivers who want the truth about their vehicles, not the brochure version. Test number 3, the 6-speed manual at 200,000 miles. The manual transmission result was the one that surprised the shop. When we pulled the MQ-3506 speed apart after 200,000 miles of documented street driving, mostly highway, some city, one previous owner, the internal condition was not what anyone expected based on the mileage. The synchronizer rings on gears 3 through 6 were still within factory wear tolerance. The lay shaft bearings showed the expected surface wear but had not developed the roughness that typically precedes noise or failure. The shift forks were straight. The input shaft showed light scoring at the clutch engagement surface that was well within acceptable limits. Why does the manual hold up this well at high mileage? The answer is lubrication architecture and mechanical simplicity. The manual gearbox runs in a bath of gear oil that has no hydraulic control functions to maintain, no solenoids to wear, no clutch packs with friction material to degrade. The lubrication system is passive. The gears splash and distribute oil continuously during operation. The only active wear components are the synchronizers, the bearings, and the shift linkage, and all of those are relatively inexpensive to service individually when they do reach the end of their life. The rebuild estimate for the manual at this mileage was $300 to $600 for bearing replacement and synchronizer inspection, with a full rebuild, including new synchros, coming in under $1,000 in most cases. For a transmission that has covered 200,000 miles, those numbers represent exceptional durability. The catch, of course, is the clutch, which is a wear item that sits outside the gearbox itself and typically requires replacement between 80 and 150,000 miles, depending on driving style. But clutch replacement on a Volkswagen is a known, predictable cost with a clear service life. That predictability has real value when you're managing a long-term ownership budget. Test number 4. What the fluid condition revealed about all three. Before the teardowns, we sent fluid samples from all 3 transmissions to an independent oil analysis laboratory. The results added a layer to the story that the physical inspection alone couldn't tell. The DSG fluid, which had been changed at 40,000-mile intervals as recommended, still showed elevated iron particle content relative to the other 2 units, indicating accelerated internal wear despite correct service adherence. The mechatronic unit's internal components are high-precision machined parts operating in very tight hydraulic tolerances, and those tolerances produce fine metallic debris even under normal operation. The fluid condition was technically acceptable, but it was at the edge of acceptable. The torque converter automatic fluid told a different story. This unit had been serviced at 60,000-mile intervals, longer than ideal, and the fluid showed oxidation products and clutch material in suspension consistent with that extended interval. The particle count was higher than the DSG despite the simpler architecture, suggesting that the extended drain intervals had allowed clutch material already in suspension to act as an abrasive against valve body components. This is the transmission that benefits most dramatically from shortened service intervals. Dropping from 60,000 to 30,000 miles between fluid changes would have meaningfully extended the service life of the valve body. The manual gearbox fluid was the cleanest of the 3 by a significant margin. Iron particle content was low, there were no friction material particles because manual gearboxes don't use wet clutch packs, and oxidation was minimal. The gear oil had been changed at 50,000-mile intervals, and the fluid condition suggested that interval was adequate, possibly even conservative. The manual transmission is the least demanding of the 3 in terms of fluid maintenance criticality, and the analysis confirmed it. Test number 5. The real cost of ownership. Over 200,000 miles. Numbers on a teardown table tell one part of the story. The complete picture requires adding up every dollar spent on each transmission across the full 200,000 miles. Service intervals, fluid costs, unscheduled repairs, and the projected rebuild or replacement cost at the end of the test period. When we ran those numbers, the gap between the three transmissions was larger than most Volkswagen owners would expect. The DSG accumulated the highest total cost of ownership across the period. DSG fluid and filter services run approximately $150 to $250 per service at an independent shop and at the recommended 40,000-mile interval. That adds up to roughly 5 to 6 services over 200,000 miles. Add one mechatronic adaptation reset, which is typically required around the 100,000-mile mark as clutch wear accumulates and the control unit needs to relearn engagement points. And one clutch pack inspection, and the routine service cost alone reaches $1,200 to $1,500 before any unscheduled repairs. Total cost of ownership, including projected rebuild, approaching $6,000. The Torque converter automatic came in meaningfully lower on routine service cost. Fluid changes run $60 to $120 per service at independent shops, but the longer intervals used on the vehicle we tested contributed to accelerated wear that pulled the rebuild timeline forward. Total cost of ownership, including projected rebuild, approximately $3,500 to $4,000. The manual transmission, including clutch replacement at the 100,000-mile mark and gear oil services throughout, came in at approximately $1,400 to $1,800 total across 200,000 miles. The difference is not marginal, it is the cost of a used car. Test number 6, which transmission holds its value best on resale. Resale value is where the transmission decision affects you even if you never plan to keep the car to 200,000 miles. Used Volkswagen buyers and the dealers who trade in used VWs have become increasingly aware of DSG reliability concerns over the past decade. The dual-clutch reputation, shaped by a wave of early failures in the first-generation wet-clutch DSG units, has created a discount in the used market that affects even the more reliable second-generation units. A high-mileage VW with a DSG carries a risk premium in the eyes of a used buyer that a comparable manual or torque converter car doesn't. In practice, this means that two otherwise identical Volkswagen Golfs at 120,000 miles, one DSG, one manual, will not command the same price from an informed private buyer or a dealer appraisal. The manual will typically hold a modest premium based on perceived reliability and lower maintenance cost going forward. The Torque converter automatic sits between the two, carrying less stigma than the DSG but less enthusiast appeal than the manual. For anyone buying a VW with long-term ownership or strong resale in mind, this market reality is part of the transmission decision. The DSG premium at point of purchase, which Volkswagen historically charged as an option over the manual, does not translate into a resale premium at high mileage. In many cases, it translates into a resale discount. That inversion is worth understanding before you configure a new Volkswagen or select between used examples at a dealership. Test number 7. The maintenance habit that separates high-mileage VW owners from everyone else. Across all three transmissions, the single variable that correlated most strongly with internal condition at 200,000 miles was not the transmission type, it was the fluid service interval. The DSG units that showed the most severe wear in our broader research were overwhelmingly units where owners had followed the Volkswagen owner's manual recommendation of a 60,000-mile service interval, rather than the 40,000-mile interval that independent transmission specialists recommend. Volkswagen's owner's manual interval is a minimum standard set for warranty coverage purposes. It is not the optimal interval for long-term component preservation. The pattern holds across all three transmission types. Every additional service interval reduces the cumulative debris load in the fluid, prevents the abrasive cycle where metallic and friction particles circulate against precision surfaces, and resets the fluid's thermal degradation baseline. For the DSG, this means every 40,000 miles without exception. For the Torque converter automatic, 30,000 miles is the interval that independent specialists consistently recommend for owners planning to exceed 150,000 miles. For the manual, 50,000 miles is adequate, though some long-haul drivers service it at 40,000 for peace of mind. The second maintenance habit that separates high-mileage success from premature failure is adaptation resets on the DSG. As the dual clutches wear, the mechatronic unit's learned engagement points drift out of calibration. A shudder at low speed, hesitation between first and second gear, or a hard engagement when pulling into traffic are all signs that the clutch adaptation has drifted and needs to be reset using a VW diagnostic tool. This service is inexpensive, typically $50 to $100 at an independent shop with VCDS or OBD11 capability. And catching the drift early prevents the accelerated wear that comes from a mechatronic unit operating outside its calibrated range. The bottom line: after 200,000 miles and a full teardown of all three units, the result is clear. The manual transmission is the most durable, the least expensive to maintain, and the most predictable in its failure modes. If you are buying a Volkswagen with the intention of keeping it past 150,000 miles and you have a choice between transmission options, the manual is the answer that the evidence supports. The Torque Converter Automatic is a reasonable long-term option if maintained correctly, specifically if the fluid is changed every 30,000 miles rather than the extended intervals many owners use. It is not as robust as the manual at extreme mileage, but it is significantly more forgiving than the DSG and meaningfully less expensive to rebuild when service becomes necessary. The DSG is the most capable transmission in its operating window and the most expensive to own beyond it. For drivers who change their vehicles every 5 to 7 years and stay within 100,000 miles, the DSG delivers on its promise. For drivers who plan to keep a Volkswagen to 200,000 miles or beyond, the DSG demands a level of maintenance discipline and budget flexibility that many owners are not prepared for. If you already have a DSG, the answer is not to panic. It is to shorten your service interval. Schedule an adaptation reset if you haven't had one, and treat the transmission as the precision instrument it is. The 200,000-mile DSGs that came out well in our research all had one thing in common. Their owners treated the fluid service interval as non-negotiable. Do the same, and the DSG will hold up. Let it slide, and the teardown tells you exactly what happens next. If this test changed how you think about your Volkswagen's transmission, share this video with another VW owner before they miss a service interval. And tell me in the comments which transmission you're running and how many miles you've got on it. I read every single one.